Right now, as you watch this, a silent hunter is patrolling the Black Sea. It's not a submarine. It's not a warship. It's a drone, barely larger than a speedboat, armed with AI, missiles, and a 1,500-kilometer range. And it's rewriting the rules of naval warfare. In October 2025, Ukraine unveiled the upgraded Sea Baby drone. This isn't just another unmanned vessel. It's a weapon that has forced one of the world's largest navies to retreat, blown up strategic infrastructure, and turned crowdfunding into a national defense revolution. Russia's Black Sea Fleet, once a symbol of power, has been humiliated by a drone that costs less than a luxury car. This is the story of how Ukraine weaponized innovation, desperation, and the open sea. When Russia invaded Ukraine in February 2022, the world expected a swift collapse. Ukraine had no significant naval fleet. Russia controlled the Black Sea with frigates, submarines, and missile cruisers. The Kremlin believed it had total maritime dominance. They were wrong. By late 2022, Ukraine's security service, the SBU, had begun developing something the world had never seen: a fleet of autonomous sea drones designed to hunt warships. The first prototype was called Sea Baby. It was crude, dangerous, and brilliant. Essentially a modified jet ski packed with explosives, it could deliver an 850-kilogram warhead to Russian targets at speeds of up to 80 kilometers per hour. The early missions were suicide runs. Operators would guide the drones remotely toward Russian vessels or infrastructure, then detonate them on impact. But Ukraine didn't stop there. They iterated. They upgraded. They crowdfunded millions of dollars through the United 24 platform, ordinary citizens donating to build weapons that would sink billion-dollar warships. And then came the upgrades. In 2024, Sea Baby evolved from a kamikaze boat into a reusable multi-mission platform. By October 2025, the SBU unveiled its latest generation, a drone with a 1,500-kilometer range, AI-assisted targeting, missile launchers, and the ability to carry 2 tons of explosives. This wasn't just a weapon, it was a statement. The Sea Baby's combat debut was nothing short of shocking. In July 2023, a Sea Baby drone raced across the Black Sea at night, slipped past Russian defenses, and slammed into the Crimean Bridge, the symbolic and strategic link between Russia and occupied Crimea. 2 civilians died. Part of the bridge collapsed. Russia scrambled to respond, but the damage was done.
Then came October 2022. Another strike. This time, a truck bomb coordinated with SBU intelligence. The bridge burned, fuel trains ignited. The world watched as Ukraine demonstrated it could strike deep into Russian-controlled territory without jets, without ships, just drones. But the Crimean Bridge wasn't the only target. Over the next 2 years, Sea Baby drones hunted the Black Sea Fleet like sharks. Frigates, missile carriers, patrol boats. One by one, they were struck. The SBU claims 11 Russian vessels have been hit by Sea Baby drones since the invasion began. The most dramatic moment came in June 2025. This time, the SBU didn't use explosives on impact. They used underwater sabotage. Sea Baby drones delivered explosives directly to the Crimean Bridge's underwater supports. At 4:44 a.m., the charges detonated. The bridge shuddered. Traffic halted. And once again, Ukraine proved it could reach anything Russia thought was safe. But what makes the new Sea Baby so terrifying? First, the range. The upgraded version can travel 1,500 kilometers. That's 930 miles. From Ukrainian-controlled waters, it can strike targets anywhere in the Black Sea, including the Russian port of Novorossiysk, where Moscow relocated its fleet after losing Sevastopol. Nowhere is safe. Second, the payload. The new Sea Baby can carry up to 2,000 kilograms, over 4,400 pounds, of explosives, missiles, or electronic warfare equipment. It's not just a bomb, it's a platform. Third, the weapons. During the October 2025 demonstration, the SBU showcased two variants. One was equipped with a stabilized 14.5 mm heavy machine gun turret, capable of engaging helicopters, patrol boats, and enemy drones at ranges over a kilometer. The other carried a 10-tube Grad multiple rocket launcher, adapted for naval combat. These aren't kamikaze drones anymore. They're floating missile platforms that return home after missions. And then there's the AI. The new Sea Baby uses artificial intelligence for friend or foe targeting. It can autonomously identify threats, engage them, and avoid friendly vessels, all while being piloted remotely from a mobile command center inside a van. Operators guide these drones across hundreds of miles of open water, coordinating strikes like a video game, but the stakes are life and death. But perhaps the most shocking feature? The Sea Baby can now launch aerial drones. Yes, you heard that right. These vessels carry FPV attack drones, which can be deployed mid-mission to strike targets the Sea Baby itself can't reach. It's a drone launching a drone, a nested system of automated warfare.
Russia has tried to adapt. They've deployed Ka-29 helicopters armed with heavy machine guns to hunt Ukrainian drones. In May 2024, Russian footage showed a helicopter destroying a Sea Baby, but not before the drone fired an R-73 infrared missile in self-defense. Even in death, these drones fight back. And they don't always die. The Sea Baby is designed to be reusable. If damaged, it returns to base. If capture seems imminent, it self-destructs. The SBU has built sophisticated recovery systems to ensure Russia never gets its hands on intact technology. The human element remains critical. Operators work in teams, piloting these drones from mobile control centers. One operator, known only by his call sign Scout, told reporters, "Cohesion of the crew is the most important thing. We are constantly working on that." These aren't just technicians, they're hunters. The strategic impact has been undeniable. Russia's Black Sea Fleet, once a dominant regional force, has been pushed out of Sevastopol. The naval base, occupied since 2014, is no longer safe. Moscow relocated its ships to Novorossiysk, over 200 miles east. Ukraine, a country with almost no traditional navy, has forced one of the world's largest naval powers to retreat. And now, Ukraine is exporting this technology. President Volodymyr Zelensky has been actively marketing Sea Baby drones to international partners. At a press conference in Sweden, he said, "The security of sea routes is an integral part of overall security. Ukraine offers all its reliable partners our developments, which have helped us in the Black Sea. We are counting on strong contracts." This is asymmetric warfare at its finest. A crowdfunded, battlefield-tested weapon system that costs a fraction of what it destroys, now being sold to anyone willing to counter Russian naval aggression. The Sea Baby has fundamentally changed modern naval warfare. It's proven that small, agile, autonomous platforms can neutralize billion-dollar warships. It's shown that innovation driven by combat feedback can outpace traditional defense procurement. And it's demonstrated that even a nation without a traditional navy can dominate the seas. But the implications go far beyond Ukraine. The Sea Baby represents a blueprint for asymmetric naval defense. Smaller nations facing larger adversaries can now challenge naval superiority without investing in expensive fleets. This technology could reshape how countries protect their coastlines, secure trade routes, and counter hostile navies.
The drone war is also accelerating at an unprecedented pace. Russia has attempted to develop its own naval drones, drawing on Ukrainian expertise, either stolen or reverse engineered. In May 2025, the Russian Navy announced it was forming specialized drone regiments. The arms race is on. And it's not just about military applications. The Sea Baby's AI targeting, autonomous navigation, and multi-mission capabilities have commercial potential. Maritime security, anti-piracy operations, search and rescue. These drones could revolutionize civilian maritime operations. But there's a darker side. If this technology proliferates, it could fall into the hands of rogue states, non-state actors, or terrorist organizations. A weapon that can autonomously hunt targets at sea, equipped with AI and explosives, is a nightmare scenario for global security. For now, the Sea Baby remains Ukraine's secret weapon. It's forced Russia to rethink its entire Black Sea strategy. It's reopened the grain corridor, allowing Ukrainian exports to flow again. And it's proven that in modern warfare, size doesn't matter. Intelligence, adaptability, and speed do. The Sea Baby drone is more than a weapon. It's a symbol of Ukraine's refusal to surrender, a testament to human ingenuity under pressure, and a glimpse into the future of warfare. Right now, somewhere in the Black Sea, a Sea Baby is patrolling. Maybe it's hunting a Russian patrol boat. Maybe it's mapping enemy defenses. Maybe it's preparing for the next strike. What's certain is this: the age of traditional naval warfare is over. The future belongs to autonomous systems, AI-driven platforms, and nations willing to innovate faster than their enemies can adapt. Ukraine didn't just build a drone, they built a revolution. And the world is watching.